Okay, little eek. And it's another one of those days where I've been smiling so much because the sun is out that my cheeks hurt. So, fixing it, fixing it, fixing it. Okay. Super serious now. Okay. Fixing it. Oh my gosh. You can see my freaking insulin pump poking through my shirt. Jeez. Hi everybody, it's me, Sam B from Bumblebee Acres Farm, and welcome to Caught in the Wool. This is a fiber artist podcast for anybody who's interested in spinning, knitting, crocheting, weaving, yarn, just yarn. Crafting, I guess, in general, though I don't really sew, so let's just keep it to the yarn side of things. Like I said, I'm Sam B, and I'm the host of Caught in the Wool, and also a member of Bumblebee Acres Farm. I feel like I've said this already. This is like my 5th introduction I've done. You guys know, this will be a problem until the end of time, where I just don't know where to start these things, but, yeah. So this is the 12th episode, guys. That is crazy, because I've literally sat here and filmed 12 episodes. Well, actually 13, because one time my video completely got erased. It didn't actually record it. So technically 13, but we'll say 12. This is the 12th episode, and I am just so excited to be here. And I'm taking off this hair tie because it's weird. I don't know. You always have hair ties on your wrist, and then you look at it on your hand and it looks like something is squeezing your hand to death. I don't know. Maybe only if you're chubby, but whatever. So I have all of this goodness and happiness and rainbowness, and I'm wearing a rainbow shawl, and like everything is just spring. Spring is here. Is it technically spring? I don't know. Is it technically spring yet? You know what? Don't quote me on that. But it is almost St. Patrick's Day, and Easter is coming up, and spring and Easter, I mean, they go hand in hand. So, like, Easter colors are always spring-like colors. But anyways, we have a ton of new colorways to show you, and I have been knitting like crazy. In all of my spare time between all of the other work I've had to do on the farm. So, you guys, I just need to talk about my life for a little bit. So, we started show season, and I talked to you guys about that. We recently went to Indiana, and sorry, on one of my lights there's a box elder bug, and he's just crawling away. That's why I keep looking up. I'm worried he's gonna just fly into my face. If that happens, it'll be funny, and you guys get to watch that, but like I won't enjoy it. Anyways, we went to Indiana, blah blah blah. We went to Indiana recently, and that was exciting, and we met a lot of fiber friends. It was a very small show, and we still had like a really good time. Sorry, I'm gonna keep glancing at that bug. I should just move him, but I'm worried he's gonna fall on my laptop and then like make craziness. So I'll just ignore it. I'm gonna try my best to ignore it. We went to Indiana, made lots of friends. It was a very small show, but it was good because it was very close to Ohio, and we have never done a show that far east before, so that was cool. I made some other fibery friends that I want to mention, not in this video, because I bought some stuff from this really cool metal worker. I can't remember his name because I have his card and all this stuff in another bag up at the house, and I forgot to bring it. But I will talk about that next episode, which is good because there's so much to talk about this episode, so I'm gonna wait on that. But yeah, so I've been busy with show season starting and just keeping up with everything. I mean, my goal is on the farm to take lots of pictures, share the experience with you. That's why I'm like the really social media and customer service guru or whatever on the farm, just because I like connecting with you guys and I like to share this with you because I know not everybody gets to live the farm life and I just want you guys to be able to have fun with it too. But lately it has been kind of difficult because I just have so much going on. So I've mentioned before that we raise, we started Bumblebee Acres Farm raising Shetland sheepdogs way back when I was 6 years old. We got my first Shetland sheepdog and Sarah got hers because it was just us back then. And we had Bonnie Blue and Violet. Violet was my dog, and they were both born on my birthday, on my 6th birthday. So they were my 6th birthday present, and it was awesome. And we decided to raise puppies because, I mean, what little girl doesn't want to raise puppies? Like, if your mom asks you, so how would you feel about, like, having some puppies at some point? You're gonna say yeah. So that's what we did for a long time. We never really did it full time. We always had other businesses and other jobs on the side because raising puppies is a lot of work. It just takes so much time to give those puppies, especially when you have the puppies. Puppies are very needy. I mean, they're literally furry little animal children and they want attention 24/7. And I mean, I love them to death, but since the fiber end of the business has been taking off, we just have found that we don't have as much time and we are having less and less litters. So currently we have one Havanese litter left, and they're going to be our very last litter of puppies ever. And we've kind of unofficially gotten out of raising kittens too. Our cats just like haven't been having any babies and we just haven't been putting them together to allow the baby making. So we just haven't had time for it. So we just have been kind of like letting it fizzle out. So now it's just kind of just gonna be fiber for us. And I could not be more excited about that just because you know, it's just a much calmer way to live than having all of these little dog lives that depend on you to like make them happy and give them love and attention and all of this stuff. But yeah, so I mentioned a while back that our website kind of like is not able to be updated. So our official farm website, not the shop. You guys know that we update the shop all the time. Our official farm website is unable to be updated, so I have to completely replace it. And I have been working on that so we can find this last little litter of puppies homes. And they're so sweet, and we love them so much, but I'm really happy to be able to not have to do that anymore and not have to have puppies as a job and just enjoy dogs as a, you know, as your family. Because even though we didn't really ever make it like a job, it was still, you know, it's still a job. So, I don't know. That's kind of random. It's kind of off topic, but I mean, it's where Bumblebee Acres started, and, you know, that's just how things are. So, yes, because of that, I have been working on the website. I have patterns that I need to put out, but have been having issues. I've been having issues, guys. So I'm having a hard time finishing my crochet draft so that way I can send out my brioche shawl for test crocheters. So if you're a crocheter, one lovely crocheter commented on, I think, not my last video, but the one before maybe. And so I have to send it out to her. I have to send it out to another person that I met in a Facebook group, and I'm hoping to find somebody else. So if you're a super fast crocheter, comment or send me a message on Ravelry, because that would be awesome. I don't need many people, but I just need people to tell me if it makes sense. I'm just so worried about crochet patterns. Then besides that, I recently released the Sock a Day socks, and I'm going to show you guys that because I have a couple pairs. I have a couple pairs behind me, so I want to show you guys those. And we also have the Mrs. Weasley's Kwik Knit cap, which we are having issues with. I'm not gonna lie, guys. So we released the pattern with our December Harry Potter Club. Sorry if this is a recap for everybody. We released it then and gave it to just the club members, so it was an exclusive release to them. But Sarah designed the hat, and she has a very specific vision for the hat. So even though it's a completely free pattern, we want it to be super nice quality ribbed hat. We don't want it to be your typical just anybody's ribbed hat. We want it to have this, well, I don't want to give too much away, but it's got to be reknit. So I worked really hard to knit a sample, but it's a little too tight. So we think we're going to add more stitches to make it a little more loose fitting. But yeah, so for anybody who's been waiting for that, I do apologize. I'm going to make an official post about it. I do apologize, but that will not be coming out for a while. I don't know when it'll come out. I kind of don't even want to release it now until fall. I know you guys want it though, so I'm gonna release it whenever it comes, well, when it gets done. Hopefully Queen Bee says we can release it by next weekend because she's gonna test knit it, and I'm like okay, like if you can get it done, girl, you go, girl. But yeah, so hopefully this month it'll get done, and hopefully the brioche shawl will get released. I might not even ask many more test crocheters to do it. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, because it's, oh sorry, if you hear random beeping, that might be my insulin pump. It's telling me that I have a low reservoir, which means that I'm running out of insulin and I have to replace it soon. So that's, you know, it just beeps at me. So I've just been a little overwhelmed. I'm also working on, since we're on the topic of patterns, I am working on changing how I sell patterns on our online shop, because our online shop doesn't allow for automatic downloads. They won't let me customize email receipts to even like give you guys the download link so you can just download it right away from your email. They won't let me like even put a link in there, because I not necessarily want to add a PDF, but maybe a link to a PDF and host it somewhere else. But we're with like a small online shop client thing, and I really like the company and they're very attentive, but I think it just takes longer for them to get stuff done. So I am working on adding it all to a completely different page, and instead of making it regular product, you guys would just buy each pattern right away, and you wouldn't be able to add them to a cart and buy them all in a group. You would just buy your certain ones one at a time. But I mean, it wouldn't charge you any more in the long run. It would just be, you know, you would have to go through PayPal a couple of times instead of just once. But yes, so that is that. That would be way better because it would go through Ravelry. I have to see if it lets you add it to your Ravelry library right away. But either way, you would get your download link immediately and not have to rely on me to manually email you the PDF, which would be so much easier on me, because people, I think I put it in the description on a few of the patterns that I have to email them manually. I think I was supposed to do it on all of them, but sometimes something comes up in the middle of me doing something and then I forget to do the other half of it. I'm a flawed human, guys. I mean, that's that. I'm trying my best. Just try my best. But yeah, I tried to put that in the description of all of the patterns. Sometimes people don't see it, sometimes people don't read the full description, which is fine. I mean, I will admit I do not always read the full description either. But then they email me and they're like, okay, so I got the email receipt, but where's the pattern? The pattern wasn't attached, you know, etc., etc. That bug's still up there. And I'm like, well, oh no, I forgot to plug my, oh no, I didn't. We're good. The sound is still on. We're good. I lost my train of thought. It's time for a sip of coffee. You know, we're here again with the McCafe. It is so good. That shot of espresso. Queen Bee doesn't like the espresso shot, but I think maybe I just like it so much because it gives me the extra energy. I don't know. Psychology, guys. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so people email me and then they ask me where their pattern is, and then I have to be like, I'm sorry, I have to get to an actual computer so I can forward you the correct email. I mean, I can do it from my phone, but sometimes I mess it up and it takes me longer. So yeah, I don't really get weekends off ever. I don't really even get nights off. Sometimes I'm emailing patterns at 3 a.m. It's madness. Anyways, now that I'm complaining, I really am happy that people like my patterns. That's awesome. It's just I want everybody to be happy and get their patterns right away because that would be easier for me and you. But, yes, anyways. Now that I've talked for like 20 minutes about things that aren't even yarn, I'm not sure where we want to start. Do we want to start with colorways? Do we want to start with random things that I have acquired? Or Queen Bee's birthday? Let's start with Queen Bee's birthday. So Monday was Queen Bee's birthday, which was awesome. So Sunday we treated her, us children, little bees, little bumblebees, we treated Queen Bee to brunch at the Abbey in Fontana, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, which is a pretty fancy like little resort thingy-majig. It isn't too far from us. It's in fact probably only like 20-25 minutes. I don't think it's a full 30. If you go to the other side of the lake, Lake Geneva, it's more like 30 minutes drive, but the Abbey isn't that far. So we treated her to brunch, and it was a nice little brunch, and the tiramisu was great, and the waffles were insane. Okay, these waffles they had, guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys like waffles, but I am a waffle addict, and these waffles were, I mean, they were just making them right there with the little waffle iron and pouring the batter in like, you know, your classic waffle iron. But I don't know what they put in this batter, but the waffles were so light and like crispy, like just super crispy, like almost melts in your mouth. Like it was almost like funnel cake, like that kind of crispy, light airiness. Oh my gosh, so good. And gosh, now I want some waffles, but yeah, it was really good. And the tiramisu was awesome, and they had a quiche that was really good, and I don't know what I think they just called it a breakfast quiche, but it was awesome. So yeah, that was really cool. But they also had chicken parmesan, which I found was, I mean, I guess brunch is a lunch too, but when you have like breakfast stuff and waffles and then chicken parmesan, I'm like, it's a weird combo. But I mean, I don't know, I didn't have the chicken parmesan. I wanted to stick with the lighter stuff and waffles, and we had some mimosas, and I am a huge lightweight. I'm very lightweight and I don't hardly ever drink, so I had 2 little flutes of mimosa and I was out, guys. I had to take a nap. But that was Sunday, so that was good. And we just had a really chill Sunday, and that was really nice. And then for her actual birthday on Monday, we went, kind of went all over the place. So we were craving Chinese food, but there isn't really like really reliable Chinese place to eat. So we went to Panda Express. Whatever. So we went to Panda Express, and then we decided to drive up to Madison and see, I'm trying to see, am I remembering this right? Yeah, we drove to, not Madison, Milwaukee area, because we wanted to go to this specific restaurant, and I'm not going to name it because I'm very angry. We wanted to go to this specific restaurant for, like St. Patrick's Day menu. So they had released that they were going to have this menu like Sunday through St. Patrick's Day. So I was excited. I was like, yes, I'm so excited. We checked that morning what their hours were for Monday, and they were all set. So I mean, why would we think to check it again later? Well, apparently on their Facebook they posted that they were going to be closed all Monday randomly so they could cook more corned beef, which, I mean, I feel kind of bad being upset about it because I tell people that I'm going to be releasing patterns, but they're not released. So, I mean, I'm kind of doing that same thing sometimes to you guys, but I drove over an hour for this food and it was not there, and I was really upset. And it was Queen Bee's birthday. So we ended up going for dinner to a local pizza Italian restaurant in our town of Harvard, Illinois. It's called Angelo's, and they used to be an actual like downtown main street of Harvard in like a really tiny like little building, and they moved to a little bit down the street and down another side street, and they had like this intensely like decorated, I mean, it was still like had that like small family Italian restaurant, pizza place. They have like, not like a, it's not like, how would I describe it? It's not like Olive Garden. But it had a closer to a feel of an Olive Garden than any, I don't know, than like I expected it to. They had like a little fireplace thing set up, and it was just really cute and like homey, and I felt really good about it. So that was fun. But before dinner time actually came, we were just hanging out in the Milwaukee area, and we decided to go to Cream City Yarn, which we had never been to before, which is weird because it's probably one of the closer local yarn shops. The week before that, we actually went to Madison, and I'll tell you about that later. We've been actually doing some stuff on the weekends, which is fun. But yeah, we went to another yarn shop the weekend before that. But I'll tell you that later. So I wanted to tell you guys about Cream City Yarn. So we talked to both the owners, and they were super nice and sweet, and we are hoping to do a pop-up shop at Cream City Yarn in maybe November. Our show schedule is very crowded right now, so maybe November. We're going to do one at Knit Circus in probably November too, and that's the other yarn shop that we went to, and I want to tell you guys about that because that was cool too. At Cream City Yarn, Queen Bee got this cool shawl pin that had, it was like a conch shell, but sliced, so you could see like the cross section of it. And I got her one of those wrist rulers, those leather wrist rulers that I talked about how I love. And I also got her these little red Susan, I think her name's Susan B. Anderson. I think that's her name. And she left them at the house, otherwise I'd show you guys them. But they were super cute little red scissors for her notions bag. And yeah, so that was really exciting. Also, for Queen Bee's birthday, we made her some things. So, well, I'm working on socks for her, and I'll show you guys those in a minute. Because this kind of like all flows into one thing. It's kind of hard to just categorize this video, like talk about just birthday and just this, because it's all intertwined with yarn. So I got her this adorable Hobbit project bag. So I don't even know how I found it. I think I saw somebody mention Stitched by Jessalou. I think I saw somebody mention her on Instagram, but it wasn't one of these bags, or it was just project bags, and I clicked the project bag tag and then saw some of her bags and just decided to go randomly to her website. I don't know, but I was, oh gosh, the video did that weird glitch thing. I was going through her website and I saw this and I literally screamed. I wanted to get one for myself too because it is so cute. The coolest thing is that Queen Bee actually has this edition of The Hobbit. She has several editions, like fancy editions of The Hobbit that we've had since like I was a little tiny kid. And this is one of them, and I used to pull it off the bookshelf and look at it when I was very tiny because it has random drawings in it. But like, look at how cute it is. So, I mean, it was just perfect. And then the inside, there are socks inside this. Books, do you see that? Oh my gosh. And then this stitcher. I don't know what you want to call people who make bags. I don't want to call them the bag lady, but Jessalou, she puts these little bumblebees, I think, on all of her zippers. I think it's one of her trademarks, which is perfect because we're Bumblebee Acres. So I was just like thrilled to get this for her, and I want one for myself, but I probably won't ever get one, but it's so cute. It's so cute, and I was so like, I couldn't even wait for her birthday. I wanted to give it to her earlier. Heliana took our Ruby Rainbow on Squishy DK and made her a pair of vanilla Sacade socks, and that pattern is available. It has the 3 versions. It's officially up on Ravelry and stuff, and I will link it below, but look at how freaking cute these are. Okay, so these were a secret, a very, very, very secret project that she was doing. Like, she would go up in her room and watch The Office and hide away and say, oh, I'm tired, or oh, I don't feel well, so I have to go up to my room, and she would be knitting these. And I'm not gonna lie, okay, so Ruby Rainbow is, okay, well, now was probably my least favorite of our rainbow collection, just because I've never been really into red, and it seems so red. Look at how this knit up. It looks tropical. It looks like tropical fish just swimming around in the ocean to me for some reason. I don't know, these are divine. Look at those cute little heels. Oh my gosh, look at those little heels. Anyways, I am so jealous of these. I am so jealous. They're so freaking cute. But, yeah, so Queen Bee is spoiled, and somebody made her socks. And then I will show you guys. I have this hanging on my chair because it's not like an official project bag. It's just one of my thrift store Vera Bradley finds. But, awesome bag, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see in here, but, probably not. Kinda maybe. There's a million balls of yarn in there. So, we went to YarnCon last year, and it was their 10th birthday, and they asked dyers if they wanted to do, like, birthday colored yarn, and they would buy the yarn base, send it to us, we would donate our time and dyeing, skill, and whatever, And we decided, because we are overachievers and we were in this very mini skein addicted moment, I guess, we decided to take the 10 skeins, the 10 skeins that they sent us, and we dyed them each a different color and split them into 10 mini skein sets, so all the same yardage, but mini skeins. So I don't remember all the colors, but we had some left over just because yarns sometimes are a little more than what the actual dyer case set, or not dyer, wool case spender, what, my brain just completely went out. The wool yarn provider, oh my god, supplier says, so sometimes they'll have extra, so we had a little bit extra, and I decided to make her a pair of socks, and they look like ice cream, and I was going to get them done for her, but I'm knitting them on a 0, of course, with my ADDICT craft needles, my heavy metals. Love them so much. And I am zipping away on it, except, you know, I'm knitting on 0s, and I was knitting in secret, and I have a ton of other work to do, like you guys know, so I had like no time to ever work on these, but I decided to show them to her on her birthday and say, so I'm making you these, surprise, so you know that they're coming maybe by Mother's Day? I don't know. Whenever I can get them done. But I wanted to show you guys them because I'm having so much fun. I've never done scrappy socks before, so doing scrappy socks is just awesome! I love it. Okay, so I'm putting that back. And yeah, I'm only on the first sock, whatever. And I am doing alternating, or not alternating, I am doing contrasting heels and toes, and I'm using the chocolate cake color for that. This is obviously yellow cake. And then, I don't know if you can see, but I put in the confetti cake, so confetti cake looks like yellow cake, but with the confetti colors in there. But yeah, I'm still doing my heel flap method because I like the way it fits. My socks that I wear that have short row heels, that I have from people who've knit on a circular sock knitting machine, I mean, I wouldn't say that they're worse. I mean, they're still wonderful socks, but they're, I feel like this hugs your foot better, and it's less likely to spin around your foot. So, yeah, it's not that super cute, because it is super cute when people do that, their short row heel in a contrasting color. I am just doing it with the heel flap, but I still think it's super cute. So, that's my thoughts on it. That's just my thoughts. And let me put this away. Oh gosh, the thing with scrappy socks is that it is dangerous. Look at all this. Oh gosh. I'm getting stressed out just looking at it. Let's put it away, kids. Let's not get too stressed. Okay, so I'm also gonna put these socks back in this bag, but first, I wanna talk about FOs and other whips because I just showed you that. So Queen Bee is making me these Lucky Rainbow Sock-a-day socks, and these ones you can see have super long, like a super long leg of the sock. What did I do with those? Oh, here they are. I guess these ones are long too, but I don't think if you put them heel to heel, yeah, Queen Bee went a little longer on mine, which I'm excited about. And they're so cute. So these are DK socks too. These are also the vanilla version. I'm so thrilled. And you guys now can see how our rainbow colors knit up. You typically get like 2 lines of that one dominant color sometimes one, sometimes 2.5. It depends on the section. And then little stripes of rainbows, and then your black speckles. So that's super cool. She has one done. She wanted to have them both done for, and this one, for some reason, the black speckles kept hiding on the inside of the strand of yarn. So it's not as black speckly, which is still fine with me. They're super cute. So these are Lucky Rainbow socks. And she said she'll have them done by St. Patrick's Day. So we will see. We will see. And but she's super close to being done. I mean, she has like I don't know. I'd say that she's halfway done with the full length of the foot. So then, like, yeah, you know, she has to do the toe decrease and all that, and then I get to Kitchener it closed for her because I'm the Kitchener around here. But look at that cute little cupcake progress keeper. So I'm gonna kind of segue into something else. Oops. Oh, hold on one second. I have to take a sip of coffee. Oh my gosh. We've been here for 36 minutes and I'm like not even halfway telling you guys everything that I need to tell you. So, this adorable little cupcake progress keeper. I don't know the name of this girl who makes these super cute things right now. I know I took her card, but I have to go through my cards and I will put it here who made them. But she makes these cute little clay concoctions, and I know that she's also a crocheter and knitter, or I think, that we saw at this totally awesome and cool little craft fair for just nerdy inspired stuff. So it was kind of like a specific group, but you guys know that we love like anything kind of cute and nerdy. So we went up, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, to Madison. That's where it was. And we got, you know, we went in, we were looking for like project bags, which I got 2 of them, and like progress keepers and anything kind of like that. And we were super excited to go. I mean, it was just cool to be able to see what other people do with fandom inspired things, because you know that we do lots of fandom inspired stuff. So yeah, it was cool. I want to show you guys some of the stuff I got, and I don't know if I have everybody's tag or card or whatever, but I will link them below. So I want to show you some more things that cool clay artist does. So I also got this Pokemon bag, which is super cute, and it'll fit socks in it, like a sock project, but it's glow-in-the-dark Pokemon. I mean, I couldn't resist. And sorry, the things I got are very tiny. So I could not help it. She had these cute little, she would make these cute little clay things that look like stone, like clay characters, and then put little succulents on them. So I had to get this Totoro because, I mean, how freaking cute is it? It is so adorable. I mean, sometimes I just need cute little tiny cute things to keep me going. But I don't know if you can see the cute little whiskers on his little face. So cute. And I love Totoro, so yes, I had to do that. And then I got 3 little progress keepers. Queen Bee got some more, but I don't know where she put them. So this girl also made a little stone Totoro with a little flower succulent on it. So cute. I've been having these all on my desk and just loving them and looking at them and just smiling every time I see them. Just this cute little star that has a cute little blushing cheeks. So cute. I mean, I'm just so excited to use these. And also a little soot sprite star. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Miyazaki, but these are like classic Miyazaki film characters. So Totoro is one of my favorite movies. There's also Soot Sprites and Spirited Away, and yeah, so if you've never seen those, you should definitely see them. I grew up watching them. There was also this cool metalworking girl, and she would make like chainmail and stuff, and she had these little snitch balls with wings that she put on them. How freaking cool and inventive is this for like a keychain? And I was like, well, this is perfect for a project bag. And I also just wanted to support some of these people because, you know, they're artists and they have very specific things that they make. And yeah, I mean, most of them were practically giving away their stuff, which is, you know, common for people who are starting out with their selling their art or craft. And I just figured I wanted to give them a little bit of a shout out, and maybe you guys could see something cool that you like, because I know that I have some awesome nerdy people out there watching this. I do have her card, so she's 7 stars. I also got this really cute metal flower hair clip that looks like Mulan. So 7 stars chainmail, and her name is Lauren Sternad. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. She has all of her stuff on the back, and I will of course link her down below. But yeah, she makes cute stuff. So if you're into like chainmail art, or you want like a super cute little snitch, I mean, how freaking cute is this? Oh my god. I mean, who thinks up these things? Crafty people, I'm telling you. Okay, and I told you about the bag, and I forget who I got this bag from, but I will tag it below. I also got this. Okay, I'm super excited about this. I have been wanting a supernatural project bag for so long. So this girl, I don't know if she really thought of her bags as project bags. I think she just did bags, and I told her, and she's blue tie designs on Etsy, and she has an Instagram and stuff. And I told her, you know, there's a huge knitting community. She had like pot holders and stuff, and I told her, you know, there's a huge knitting community that loves stuff like this. But she put like a little charm on the zipper, and this one doesn't, I don't think it has anything really inside. No, it's just gray inside, but just so cute, supernatural. I think I've seen this fabric on Spoonflower, where you can get like cute designed fabrics and order them from artists and stuff. But Sam, Dean, and Cass, I don't know why I pointed at Dean and said Sam. You know what? It's just one of those days. And the pie. Oh my god, all the pie. Okay, I'm just like I'm so hyped about this. And I cannot wait to make a project with it. I also, after this show that we went to, oh, and her card's in here, we went to Knit Circus, and I know I have been such a liar. I told you guys that I wouldn't be buying yarn or talking about anybody else's yarn, but I have to talk about Knit Circus. My friend Jennifer Georgieff, she is Driftless Knitter on Instagram, Ravelry. She's a designer. She's been working in yarn shops. She used to work at, a shop in Minnesota. I know the name of it, but you guys, I'm blanking so bad right now. It'll come to me. She used to work at a shop in Minnesota, and now she is at Knit Circus, and it was so cool getting to see her, because she has the Driftless Knitting podcast, and she's just such a sweetheart. She designed a shawl with our Hufflepuff yarn. I think I know I've talked about her before, but it's so weird because like I hadn't seen her in person for a while, and Queen Bee and I have been watching her podcasts, and we kind of like, it was like seeing a star. I mean, I used to go to school with her, but like, it's so weird. You watch somebody on TV and it's just like it totally changes the way you perceive them. I hope you guys don't feel that way about me. I'm still like super normal Sam person. I'm just talking to myself in a room with like tons of yarn and stuff behind me. It's not that weird. Oh gosh, before I completely change topics, while I'm still talking about that, gosh, I forget the name of the convention. I know that they do other ones around the US. So I will put that information for the actual event below if you want to go to something like that and support local artists to do nerdy things too. But also a person who hand paints these signs. So I got a Lord of the Rings one and a Harry Potter one. I also got a another one that I will show you in another video. But this is by, and yeah, I have a cup holding it. All of the secret smoke and mirrors is revealed to you guys. This is by Crafted. Learn, Create, Connect. I guess that's just her name is Crafted, but like how cute is that little stamp doodad that she puts on the back. She used repurposed boards, American Paint Company paints and waxes, eco-friendly focus, unique decor designs. And her Etsy is Learn, Create, Connect. And her company, I guess, is Crafted LLC. But anyways, not all those who wander are lost, which is one of my favorite Tolkien quotes ever. And it's just such a pretty script. I mean, when you see cool script like this, it's almost just so beautiful and abstract that you can kind of just look at it as art. Just lines. But, I love it. And, stay. And then I got this one, which I just wanted to have like cute, happy signage in the background to maybe like increase that happiness vibe in this podcast. This is another one of my favorite quotes. I think this is one of everyone's favorite quotes from the Harry Potter series, but happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one simply remembers to turn on the light. It's so pretty. It's so cute and magical looking too. I mean, how freaking adorable is this? So we decided to get those just to add a little bit of cuteness. And again, I will link that below. And oh, woos and yarns. I will link that below. And yeah, if you guys want cute, happy, handmade, repurposed signs for just your crafting space or what have you. I think she does prints as well. So yeah, I will link that below. And back to Knit Circus. So Knit Circus, they are pretty well known, I think, in the indie dyer world because they supply to multiple yarn shops across the US, and I don't know if they do other countries right now, but we had never actually gone and to their shop yet. Their shop is relatively new. I know we've done some shows with them, but usually I'm so busy at shows I don't really get to leave the booth unless I get to relieve myself, so or eat. So yeah, I never really got to actually go to their booth, but another one of their employees, Bug, she does a lot of the social media stuff too for them. She does their, I know she recently did a knit along. I think it was on their Ravelry, but she has grand plans to do a koi pond, which is the colorway I showed you guys in the last video, which is blue with little koi fishes on it. A fingering weight koi pond blanket, which is insane, and I can't ever imagine doing that myself, but that's just like the coolness of meeting other knitters and crocheters. We all get inspiration in different ways and to do different projects, so I'm really psyched for when she gets around to it and starts it because it's gonna be awesome. But I went to Knit Circus and I told myself I don't buy yarn from anyone else. I don't ever knit anything with other people's yarn, and I had to get this. They do a lot of gradients. They do a lot of gradients and then some self-striping, but usually their self-striping has a gradient edge to it too. So this color is called Twister Stripes, and it's on their trampoline yarn base, which is 100% USA Superwash Merino wool. And this is 2 matching balls. So they do these sets for people who want to do like matching fingerless gloves, or more often matching socks, which is such a cute idea. But because the process is so intense to make something like this, which is true, it's to do self-striping or gradients, it is so much more intense than just regularly dyeing yarn. I mean, I'll admit it, that is just one of the craziest processes, and we will never do anything like that because it takes a little bit too much, I think, mathematics and just, I don't know, like philosophy on how to do it the way you want your yarn to turn out, that I don't think Queen Bee or Sen Bee would really enjoy the process themselves. So I know I would never get this unless I got it from somebody who did this, and I have so many friends at Knit Circus, and I met some other cool people at Knit Circus, and I just had to get it. So I was like, well, I should, oh, also look at their cute little logo. Oh my gosh, so cute. They have all kinds of stuff in their shop that has this logo on it. Like, what am I trying to say? Needle gauges and just swatch gauges, and I think that they had some enamel pins, and I think a bag too. Some bags, but I ended up getting something else from them too, which is, I got 2 of them actually, one for Queen Bee and one for myself, which is a little yarn skein enamel pin, because enamel pins are so cute, and I have been purchasing some enamel pins. I have one on my box bag back there, and I'm going to show you guys that because I'm also talking about whips and FOs right now a little bit, so I'll show you that in a second, but I haven't put this on a bag yet because I'm not sure which one I want to do, and Queen Bee got a purple one. And this is by fiberandbrimstone.com, and so yeah, can check them out if you want one, because they were super cute. I think they had a pink one as well, but yeah. I kind of went shopping, guys. It's whatever. But anyways, I got the medium-sized set. So they have different sizes. See, medium is circled, but on top they have a small and a large because, you know, the price is intense. Like, it's $41 for these. Which makes sense because it goes through such an intense process. Like I told you, I mean, you have to consider that when you're buying them. So this is 75 grams total, which is a little shy of the 3.5 ounce point, which is their large set is 100 grams. So that would be a full skein of this yarn before it's gone through this entire process. And then they have the 2 small cakes, 50 grams. So I mean, if you're just doing a little tiny project. But anyways, I got these and I was like, oh, these will be such cute socks. And then I thought, I don't know what is wrong with me. It's something with being a pattern designer. I just thought of a pattern that I have to do, and it isn't socks. And it also incorporates Bumblebee Acres yarn, so I will not be completely cheating, but I just have the coolest idea, and I'm hoping to have it done by the time we do our trunk show, pop-up shop show at Knit Circus. But it's going to be on the back burner for a while because I have all those, see those balls of yarn behind me? That's my first design that's coming out. So I have to actually knit it up now and test it. But these, I cannot wait to start working on these. I'm so excited. So they're going back in my little Supernatural bag. And they're just like happiness that I have to look forward to. And yeah, well, let me just set those back there. So coffee time. Also, I've been here for almost an hour and I have a lot more to tell you guys, so I'm gonna take a quick restroom break and I will be right back. It's almost gone. Need more coffee. Okay, guys, I am back. Sorry I had to run to the restroom because you know what happens when you drink too much coffee, and I'm out of coffee. You can see it. You can see it in the background on my little table. I'm out of coffee. Gosh, it's the saddest thing. But yes, so I also am like smiling so much. The sun is filtering into this room and it's just so lovely. And I've tricked myself into thinking that it's spring by putting flowers behind the backdrop, and I'm just looking forward to it. So I mentioned some whips, so I'm going to keep talking about whips and FOs. First and foremost, I want you guys to meet this little guy who you guys may have been looking at before. So this little spider is a Susan Colladino Designs, and that is Known at Sherlock on Instagram. And I think that I definitely showed you guys last time my work in progress on this guy. I actually think she's a girl. The pattern is called, Eek the Spider. And the original Eek pattern, and I kind of put my legs on kind of weird. And I used our Rainbow DK minis to make her. And I also gave her an extra eye just because, yeah, and I wanted to give her big black eyes because, I think I mentioned last time that the original pattern is for Boy Eek, but Boy Eek has spider eyes, so they're colored, and then colored irises, and then they have the slanted pupil. But I think that's less frightening for a child. But since I'm not a child and I just made these for me because I'm a child at heart, I wanted to use big black eyes like Lucas the Spider. So yes, this is my Eek. I also in my head imagined her with big fangs, so I knit her actual big fangs, and these were very tricky. I wanted to put them into, like, knit them in using the 3-needle bind off that she has you do for the legs, and also for a strand of hair that she has on her original pattern. I decided to forgo that because I just wanted to have a little bit more of an accurate Eek, because rainbow spiders are accurate. I don't know, I just envisioned it a certain way, so I kind of did my own thing. But anyways, if you want to do your own fangs, I suggest pick up a knitting, because knitting it in with the 3-needle bind off did not work. So yeah, but isn't it cute? Look at this little spider's little eyelids. Sarah keeps turning her upside down and saying, oh look, now it has bags under its eyes and little horns. Rude. So cute. So this is my new friend, and yeah, this is what I finished in the meantime of us last talking. I have not had very much time to knit. I knit as much as I can in my free time, but I don't have as much time as I need to as a designer because of all the website updating and changing chapters in our lives and everything. So yes, I showed you the whip for Queen Bee's socks that she's making me, and also I want to show you guys this, which has not been cast on yet, but this is Peach Blossom, which is one of our new colorways on Bubble Sock. And I have 4 balls in total, and hopefully I don't need any more than that. But I am making a cardigan. So I am super excited to make my first sweater type pattern. Super excited. And I decided to do the Peach Blossom because I just love it. And I am going to photograph this pattern and then keep it for myself to wear. So yes. I don't know if we're going to be doing kits for this because, well, maybe we'll do pre-order kits, but I don't know if we'll bring it to actual shows as kits to do, just because it's just a lot to put together for us. But yeah, so I balled these up and they're going to get cast on as soon as I'm done with my other whip. So my other whip is, dun, dun, dun. And oh yeah, my little fox enamel pen. I love foxes. I don't know why I love foxes, but I love foxes. I got that from Tea Turtle, and I got, one for Sunbee, one for Heliana, which is a narwhal, because she loves narwhals for some reason. And then I got 2 for Queen Bee. One with a unicorn, which is just a pony with a ice cream cone on its head, and a octopus crafting one, which is super cute. And I'll have to show you guys those next time. But I got this here, Inverness shawl, and I think I showed you guys the whip before of me working on this. But this Inverness shawl is in its last stage. So I am so in love. So this is also our bubble sock base. I am so in love with this shawl. I want to keep it for myself, but also I want to just live in this yarn base. It is so silky and divine and just beautiful. But I did my first eyelet lace band of the 3 eyelet rows, and now on my needles I have my first row of the final eyelet sequence, which is like 28 rows, I think, so it's like 14 eyelets down. But you can already see that this is massive. Generally, when I knit this pattern, the last 2 times I've knit it myself, because Queen Bee did one too in Lace Angora. But when I did it, I used our Coquette sock, which has a little bit more sproing to it, and this one is going to stretch when I black it as well. It's going to stretch a little bit, but this one is not springing small as much as Coquette sock does. It is kind of keeping its drape as I knit it, so I get to see how big it actually is. So you can see this is it kind of like on my shoulder, and it'll drape down to like about here, and I'm super excited about it because this is going to be just one skein and show you what the shawl looks like knit in bubble sock, which yeah, and this is our French Liaison colorway, which I've told you guys I am in love with. Do you see these little pops of gold? This is ridiculous. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And for like a variegated yarn and how it is knitting up so beautifully, I'm so in love. So yes, I will link this pattern down below if you guys want to look at it, but I hopefully will finish my new pattern page setup, so if anybody wants to order that yarn, or not that yarn, that pattern, you can get it immediately instead of waiting for me to finally get around to emailing it to you. But yes, so that is my current whip, and everything is kind of on hold until I'm done with that, except for those socks I showed you, because I've been kind of just working on those when I need a break from this. Sometimes you just need a break. So yes, this should get done probably in a week. So that is that. And yeah, I think that's all for whips and stuff. Right now, I didn't get to tell you guys, but I am wearing the Gathering shawl. Queen Bee knit this Gathering shawl, which is also one of our patterns, out of Soot Sprites Heart Rainbows. but on our Bumble worsted base. So this is a Tarhi base, and this is a new base that we're going to actually carry officially, but we might not stock it until we get closer to winter time because it's a very chunky-ish worsted. I mean, well, it's not chunky as worsted, but it's a very woolly yarn. So I don't know if anybody would actually want to knit with this in summer, but it is so cozy. And right now it's nice because even though spring is coming, it's still pretty cold in here. It's 60 degrees in here right now, so because I'm in this room without actual heat. So yeah, and I have the heater on. Before that it was 50 in here, and that's where I was at when I started filming. But this is keeping me so warm. These skeins are also giant. They're like 600 yards in the skein. I have it on our products page, and I will link that below because I have all the stats on it. And we actually were talking today about when we want to order that in, so we will see. But yeah, I'm also wearing, I think I've worn this in another episode. I'm pretty sure I have. This is from the Clay Sheep, and I've mentioned her before, and she makes cute stuff. So, cute progress keepers out of clay, and she makes drop spindles and tools for spinning, dizzies for making your own top, and just other cute stuff. So I will link her below as well. I've been talking about a lot of other people today. Oh well, you know how it is. But yes, let's talk about the new yarns. And then I think we're pretty much done. So, new yarns, where to start? Okay, everything on this side actually is not brand new. Everything on this side is. So, okay, little Eek. Queen Bee had her on her head before, so maybe I'll just keep her on my head. Let's see. Okay. So, let's grab my basket. My basket of yarns. Eek, you stay there. So, these are all very spring-like. So I have these, which are on a merino superwash single. And I think I've seen other people work with this before. But we just ordered it in for clubs to kind of just see how it goes. I look ridiculous, but I don't even care. Look at how cute this spider is. Okay, I'm so happy right now. Okay, so this is called Miami Beach, I think, or Miami Beach Sunrise. So yes, so this is delicious. I have 2 skeins here, but I think we have 4 skeins in the shop. Anyways, these are not one of a kind, but 4 of a kind. When you have more than one of a kind, but it was in the same batch and dyed all at the same time, what do you call that? Anyways, I have this colorway, which is also here. So I have these 2. I don't know what she's naming these yet. She said, oh, look, you have these for the podcast. Do you see how pale and beautiful they are? So they're very much like those 2 of a kinds I showed you guys last time on Squishy DK. But these guys are on Squishy Sock. And she says she's never doing these again. But I said, Queen Bee, listen, this is a good variety in your dyeing. So sometimes she dyes something and she says, you know what, I feel like it's not exciting enough for me. But I'm like, well, sometimes people need things that are subtly exciting for sweaters and stuff. So these are beautiful. I don't know how well you can see. It's got shades of blue, shades of purple, pink, and then some speckles in there. And little Eek is actually staying pretty well. And then she did these 2 of a kinds, which are yellow, a very bright yellow. Darken up. Like it's a bright yellow, but very rich. We'll have better photos online of it. But do you see that pink speckle in there? There's also pink. I mean, these are just, this is Pink Lemonade Delight right here. And then we have, basket, don't catch on me. We have these three. So let me put these back. I'm being so careful not to drop my eek. You guys may think I'm crazy right now, but this is giving me so much happiness. These are new rainbow yarns. Okay, so these were inspired by Peeps. Everybody loves Peeps, right? Except for me. I literally can't stand eating Peeps. I think it's because it's just so much sugar. Because I'm a diabetic, I'm not used to eating that much sugar. But this is this beautiful pale, but like bright pink, and then pale Eastery rainbows, spring-like rainbows. It's so cute. And we have a purple one. Same thing. Nice, cute purple. And then the classic yellow Peep with these beautiful rainbows. And I am so excited about these. So the story with these is that Queen Bee actually tried one method to make them the first time, and she didn't like the way they turned out. They didn't turn out quite the same way she wanted them to. So these ones were her second attempt, I guess. Second try. Version 2.0. And they turned out perfectly for her. So the first versions are a little paler than they were supposed to be. The color isn't quite as intense. And she said she's giving those to her 3 daughters for Easter. I'm one of her 3 daughters, and I chose the purple one. So I'm super excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with it though. I think I might just do like I kind of want to do a shawl. She said that we should do Easter cast-on socks, but I don't know if I want Easter cast-on socks. Like, it's such a pale color. I'm always worried socks always get dirty. No matter what you do, socks get dirty. So I don't know if I want something that's pale. We'll see. We'll see. But either way, squishy sock is delightful. So we have these, and this will be in Friday's update along with those 2 of a kind behind me. Which are also on squishy sock. And she said she's never doing them again, but I told her she has to. So she has to. Because I said so. Oh, other new colors. These. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So along the same, I love having so much Sasquatch. Okay, so this is our Sasquatch base, which is the 100% Superwash BFL. And they're kind of skeined kind of quickly, so you might see a little goofiness. They might need to be reskeined actually, but this beautiful orange. It's such a bright, happy orange too. It's like the perfect spring Easter orange. Again with this purple, which it's got that fresh hyacinth-like look. I know I talked about hyacinths last time, and I named my bunny Hyacinth. I really love hyacinths. They have the nicest scent. It's definitely got that cool blue hyacinth purple to it. Peep Duckling Yellow. Like a lime Easter grass green. And these lights are really bright again, kind of washing us out. So this looks way lighter, but, and then of course, like, adorable Easter pink. But, these will be in the shop, and I think she's going to put them as regular colors so you can order them on different bases as well. So if you want to order them on a different base and pair them up with your favorite base of those Peep rainbows back there, how perfect would that be? Then your rainbows would be a little more scattered and then stand out a little more. That's so exciting. Okay. We lost one. We lost some. I should just stand up instead of being lazy and sitting my butt down and doing this, but you know what, guys? I'm gonna be lazy because I have to not be lazy later. So we lost one, but that's fine. We'll get it later. Since we're doing Happy Bright stuff right now, I wanted to show you guys some Happy Bright colors that are also in the shop that I'm going to put on the front page for this update because I think that they're kind of hidden in our shop and you don't typically see them. But this lovely color is Merfolk. And this is another one of our speckled collection, but it's in our spring speckles. And these are also the colors that are in our Gumdrop mini sets. So you can see it's got a little bit of green and purple and pale blue in it. And it's got just like this lovely teal color all throughout. We have Purple Yeti, which is just beautiful. So this one is actually pretty similar to this new one-of-a-kind color, except the one-of-a-kind is way paler and has some pinks and more blues in it. But this one actually matches up perfectly, I think, with that color I dropped back there. I grabbed it, don't worry. So these would actually make an adorable project together. I mean, look at that. This looks a little gray right now, but it's not. In real life, they complement each other perfectly. Just beautiful. This one has a little bit more intensity in it in places. So like if you wanted to do a sweater and alternate rows with these, they would be so cute. You could do that with any of those colors back there pretty much. So on the other end, we also have these two, and they're also dyed on Sasquatch. So this is Neon Kaleidoscope. Just beautiful. And this is Glowworm. They just have so many colors speckled in them that they are so fun. I'm in love with these. Like, I might actually do a sweater with these. Not these ones exactly, maybe these ones. They're picking up that light because they are so neon. They're so neon, they're literally glowing right now. I might do a sweater with these. I love them so much that, I don't know, maybe I will. They're so beautiful. I don't know, just crazy about them. Just crazy about them. And let's see. And I'm not going to grab them on the multiple bases just because we've been here for a while and you can see them online, but this one is so cute and so intense and so happy. And this is Pinkadaisical. I just think, like, how cute. All the patterns I'm thinking of for, like, warm, cozy shawls or poncho. Imagine, like, a poncho in this. How cute would that be? Like, look at them paired up together. They are perfect together. Like, she literally paired them all perfectly, except for the yellow and the blue. So, like, Merfolk, and then we have that yellow, bright yellow one. They don't really have mates right now, but that happens. I don't know. I think we have other solids in the shop that match that blue, I think, pretty well. We have, oh yeah, we have Bluebird. What am I even talking about? Bluebird's like the perfect color for that. Also, Seafoam. But, yeah, so those are all of our new colors, and I am in this happy, bright, cheerful mood, and with that, I think I'm going to end this video. It's been kind of a goofy one, but I'm just like so happy and buzzy from the sun. Buzzy like a bee. From the sunshine that, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in one of those kitty cat moods where I just want to like lounge out in the sun and take a nap. But you know, have real work to do. Unfortunately, we can't be all kitty cats. So, yes, I gotta get back to work. But it was lovely chatting with you guys, and thank you for getting caught in the wool with me. What else did I want to say? Oh, follow us on Instagram, check us out on Ravelry in our Ravelry group, and you can see a bunch of projects that other people have done. Check out our hashtag Bumblebee Acres and Bumblebee Acres Farm online on Instagram, and check out our Facebook group. I think that's all those things. Like this video, like it right now, please like it, and subscribe. So thumbs up this video and subscribe if you haven't already. There should be a little B in the corner, I think, that you can click to subscribe. And with that, thank you guys, and hopefully I'll see you next week or soon whenever I film again. Bye!